Daniel Gafford made an impressive debut with the Dallas Mavericks in their blowout victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. He totaled 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block in 17 minutes off the bench. I'm going to get into all of his contributions and some of the things that also didn't show in the box score that he provided defensively. Let's get into it. On his first play, Luka Doncic receives the ball in a post-up position. His catch extends out to the three-point line, and as he's surveying the defense, he's waiting for Daniel Gafford to fill the weak side dunker spot, and the low defender signals to Gafford's man, Kenrich Williams, to load up and help. Now the Thunder are showing help, and they're helping the helper. Isaiah Joe, the low defender, now has to be responsible for preventing Daniel Gafford from sealing him off, and if Luka is able to get downhill just enough while Gafford is getting the seal, then there's going to be a perfect lob opportunity, and that's exactly what happens. Gafford seals Isaiah Joe on his back in the restricted area, makes himself available for the pass, putting his left hand up, and Luka is able to get close enough to the elbow to loft this ball up, and Kenrich Williams is in no man's land here. He's not in a position to do anything to disrupt the pass, either by the passer or the receiver, and this results in a center going up for a lob against a shooting guard, and there's nothing that Isaiah Joe can do. This is just a great example of Gafford's motor. He gets out on a three-point shooter, runs the floor hard. Luka makes a throw-ahead pass, and he fights for the ball in traffic, comes up with it, and finishes in transition. This time, Luka gets blitzed on the ball screen. Gafford is available in the short roll, and he doesn't end up scoring on this possession, but he's aggressive, looks to get into a right-hand finish. The ball rolls out of the rim, but good sign that the big man is looking to be aggressive. Luka gets into a step-back three on this possession with PJ Washington as a screener. While this develops, Daniel Gafford is focused on getting in a rebounding position. This ends up being a long miss after hitting the front of the rim. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets a hand on it, and Daniel Gafford makes a great hustle play. He's determined to come up with the ball, gains possession, and then just gets into a putback. And this is a highly impressive finish. He's finishing through contact with the defender getting vertical, and he's finishing on the way down with touch. After playing up in ball screen coverage against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, PJ Washington forces a turnover. The ball finds Luka Doncic, and now the Mavericks have a 4-on-1 on the break. Luka throws a bounce pass ahead to Josh Green, who then throws a behind the back after drawing Lou Dort, and this results in a perfect, just wide open dunking opportunity for Daniel Gafford with nobody else in the picture. This play is a great example of the options that are created by having another lob threat on the team for Luka Doncic to be able to utilize. They start out of a horn set with Luka and Gafford as the elbow bigs, and Josh Green gets the ball to Luka. They flow into a double drag screening action with Green as the first screener, Gafford as the second screener, and this is an interesting play because Luka comes off wide with Jalen Williams trying to recover and Chet Holmgren as the big defender, and Luka gets deep on the drive, forces the commitment of both Holmgren and Jalen Williams, with the low defender not in a position to deter Daniel Gafford from getting a late lob passing opportunity. Both Holmgren and Williams are completely out of the picture after Luka throws this late right-handed lob. It's just up to Gafford to get up and then flush it home, and he does exactly that. These next two plays are great examples of Gafford's offensive rebounding ability. After a missed three by Derrick Jones, there are 4 Oklahoma City Thunder players in the paint. Gafford manages to come up with the offensive rebound in traffic and then draws a foul in the process with the Mavericks in a bonus, resulting in a pair of free throws. And then this next play, Gafford screens for Kyrie, who gets into a pull-up three with Chet Holmgren playing in a drop. And despite being in drop coverage, Holmgren is unable to contain Gafford on the offensive glass. Gafford comes up with the rebound, uses a quick fake to gauge how the defense is going to respond, and goes up for a putback. The Mavericks have some intriguing options defensively with another rim protector in their rotation. Derek Lively wasn't available for this game, but with Gafford in the fold, what they're able to do here is put Derrick Jones on Chet Holmgren. So in the event of there being a ball screen, they can switch it if they want to and take away the advantage that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would have by coming off of a screen. And that doesn't happen on this particular play, but I just wanted to illustrate that option. And on this play, Isaiah Joe comes up to screen for SGA, and the focus is to bring Luka Doncic into the action. But while this happens, what the Mavericks are doing is having Daniel Gafford be responsible for Josh Giddey as the low defender. Giddey is a poor three-point shooter, so what this allows the Mavericks to do is have a rim protector rotate in the paint in the event of a drive and provide rim protection presence, and that's exactly what happens here, resulting in an emphatic block. This is a great example of Gafford guarding in space. He handles a closeout well, tracks the drive, and then pressures deep on the drive without fouling, and this results in a bad miss. Gafford was just a part of the Mavericks being aggressive and loading up on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. After having Jalen Williams screen for him, he tried to snake the ball screen, and Gafford was playing up with an early low defender, rotated in the paint at the top of the chart circle. There was just really nowhere for SGA to go, and Derrick Jones, the on-ball defender, ends up prying this ball loose from behind after Gafford had done a great job of tracking him and funneling him to the help that's at the top of the restricted area. This was just a great all-around defensive possession. This is a great example of Gafford's rim protection ability off of 2 feet in the paint. There's a 45 cut after the baseline drive. The Thunder hit the cutter, and Gafford steps into rim protection mode, gets vertical, and forces a miss. And not only forces a miss, but comes up with the defensive rebound. Another thing to like about Gafford is he's always willing to get out on a shooter with a closeout. He's not going to just stand there and watch a shot go up. And in this possession, it results in a miss. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching this entire video. And I would appreciate it if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel. And if you feel compelled to, please share as well. And I'll continue to put out content like this going forward. So be sure to check back for more breakdowns in the future.